In honor of Brian Wilson's passing, I want to pay tribute by focusing on his favorite song. It went by many names over the years and apparently became a full-on obsession for Brian. You might know the song as Shortening Bread, or as Ding Dang, or as Rollin' Up to Heaven. However you know it, just know that it was Brian's favorite progression. I recommend you go to the Wikipedia page for the song Shortening Bread. You will find a number of anecdotes from rockstars noting how obsessed Brian was. Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees says that once he was tripping on LSD with Brian Wilson and John Lennon, and Brian Wilson played Shortening Bread on piano, quote, over and over again. There was one time where Elton John and Iggy Pop were hanging out with Brian, and apparently he played Shortening Bread so many times in a row that Iggy Pop had to leave the room saying, "I gotta get out of here, man, this guy is nuts." So apparently the first time that he wrote the song, he was in a jam session with Roger McGuinn from the Byrds.
This is about 4 in the afternoon. We start playing a song, and it's like okay, we're playing that, and we're playing that and playing that. It finally gets dark, and I go to bed. And, 7, 8 hours later, I got up, and Brian is still at the piano going.
Still playing the same figure?
Same song, yeah.
So it was initially written as Ding Dang. Shortening Bread is an old folk song. You can find versions of it by Mississippi John Hurt and old blues singers and folk singers. The connection seems to be that Brian wrote the jam for Ding Dang and then found Shortening Bread, realizing it was the same progression, became obsessed with it, and then also later on wrote different songs under the same title, like Rollin' Up to Heaven. Different lyrics, same progression. If anyone ever channeled the creative muse through their music in a pure, unfiltered way, it was Brian Wilson. Rest in peace, Brian.
Is there a piece of music that you could play that makes you feel very spiritual? I mean, that you really love to play, that means something to you more than anything?
No, actually not. But I'll play some.
Okay.